Guys, right here at the center.
Right here we go.
I can get everybody right here, please.
Right here we go. Eyes right here.
Oh, all right, guys, right in the center. One more.
Hi, Ray. Come on.
All right, you did a good job.
Right here, two. Hold on, guys. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, guys. And one last one. 1, 2, 3.
And right here.
I think, this is a chance to tell the story.
Step down 1 foot, guys. This way. Last one.
It's a big deal. Yeah, check it out.
The city of Atlanta was very kind and let us use the park and redo it kind of like it was then. A lot of people shoot films here, but this is the first one that I know of where it's actually supposed to be here. I think that they're probably suffering from a little old-fashioned guilt or something. I don't know. I think the truth is out there. You just have to look for it. There shouldn't be a rush to judgment, and people should make sure that the amendment of innocent until proven guilty is always there.
Well, it's about authenticity. It's about getting the people who were there that night to portray the people that were at the incident. It was incredible. We just had a wealth of material and really had a reserve of information that really helped us tell the story. And the people couldn't have been more hospitable and wonderful. Yeah, if I were them, I'd be huffing and puffing too. But the story we're trying to tell right now is the story of Bobi and Richard, and I think for Richard, this is about as much closure as one can get beyond the grave, and we got the amazing Clint Eastwood and Warner Brothers to thank for that.
Coming back tonight, it's been very emotional for me to come back to Atlanta, and maybe it's being with Bobi again, and the more time I spend learning about what's been happening and or what has happened to Richard, it's very emotional to me. I'm grateful to be part of a movie that hopefully will clear his name, and I'm dismayed that people think still think he's the bomber, and the kinds of things that were done to him back then I think are inexcusable, unforgivable, horrific. I could keep going through the dictionary. And I think also because we just finished shooting in August, so it's all still very fresh, and it's real. It's real people. And we so appreciate Atlanta opening their arms to us and letting us, reconstruct Centennial Park and shoot at Monaco Station and at Watson Bryant's, and I think it was wonderful of them to open their arms and let us do that. It makes you feel, it's a kind of an eerie feeling, but it's also very, very powerful, and it gives you almost an unconscious foundation that you can feel, and so I'm very glad to be back here in Atlanta. It's nice to be getting attention and talking to the press and awards, but the main thing I wanted was for her to be happy, and she is, and it's just it's great to see her waltzing down the red carpet having a howl time. I spoke with her at the beginning, and I just wanted to get it right for her, and when we were meeting, she said, "Just be me," and I thought, I'll do my damnedest. I hope it wakes them up and it slows them down. I hope they start paying attention before they rush to judgment. I hope they start treating people as individuals instead of tribes.
It's an Atlanta story, you know. I really do think it makes up the fabric of this community and this city. I've shot 5 movies in a row down here. People of Atlanta are amazing, friendly. Restaurants are great. But this is a chance to tell the story of tragic events and then the tragedy that unfolded after that, and what was, and what was meant to be a very celebratory time for the city. I'm really glad we get a chance to show it to Atlantans in Atlanta, a couple of blocks away from where it all went down. You know, I hope they understand that it's a tricky thing to judge people when you don't have all the facts. I really feel like it's a lesson that we need to relearn over and over again, especially with how information and opinion is disseminated these days. And I think if you're not careful, things like the tragedy of Richard Jewell can happen, and innocent people can get hurt, and that's not good. That's not who we are as Americans.
Well, it made a big difference because we were at the actual locations, the real, the exterior of the real Jewell house, Jewell apartment complex, and then where the Olympics were done and stuff. Yeah, it's a big deal, you know, because there's people here who were there, and it's a big deal to bring it home, you know. I hope they recognize that Richard Jewell was an innocent man, you know, and that his life was messed up, and it's just a cautionary tale.
Oh yeah, we were on the set. They filmed part of it in my real office where I've been since 1991. So they came in and they cleaned it up, which I appreciated very much, so they could make it nice because it's a big mess. It's crazy, and what's funny is how close Sam and Nina get it. When Nina's giving Sam hell, it makes me, I'm cringing. I feel like I'm on the spot because it's so well done. I just miss Richard. I just wish he was here. That's all. I mean, you know, this is fantastic, and it's just wonderful for Bobi to see her so happy after so much loss. It is just a tragic story about what could happen to every man, you know, if they were just on the wrong side of things. And it is FBI misconduct, and as far as I'm concerned, it's media misconduct. It is, I think it tracks right through to today.